Hi guys, my name is Diana. Welcome to my channel if you are new here, and if you're not new, welcome back. Today's video is going to be something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, and it's going to be the things that I wish I could tell my 18, 17, 16, 15, maybe 14-year-old self. These are all things that can actually apply to any age. I feel like I can actually take some of these right now and apply them to my life. I hope that you find some value in them. Without further ado, let's jump in. One of the first things that I would tell my younger self is your skin will clear up. I know that sounds very like really you would go back in time to tell yourself that, but I really struggled with my skin problems. In 8th grade, I was so embarrassed to look at anybody in the eye because of my acne, and it was something that really just, it held me back a lot, and it made me so insecure about myself, and it made me compare myself to others so much, and it just made me sad all the time and depressed even, and just frustrated with life. And I feel like this is something that a lot of younger people struggle with a lot, and at the end of the day, like, it's just skin, and you know what, it's going to clear up. I promise your skin will eventually clear up. To piggyback off of that, don't compare yourself to others. I know that this sounds so just like, as a 15-year-old girl or 16 or however old you are, hearing somebody say don't compare yourself to others, that goes in one ear and out the other. But here's the thing, like, this is something that I have done for years, and it doesn't do anything, honestly. Like, it doesn't do anything at all. So instead of constantly being frustrated and agitated with yourself and angry that you're not like others, for instance, I used to compare myself to every blonde girl on the street. I was so frustrated. I was so jealous of blondes, and I was jealous of paper thin girls and model looking girls. At the end of the day, changing your appearance to look more like somebody else is not going to benefit you. You're essentially going to be living a lie, because you were given a certain appearance, you're given certain gifts, you're given certain talents for a reason, and you're meant to utilize those. You're not meant to try to be like somebody else. The third thing I would probably say is you are not in love. I mean, maybe that's controversial, but as a kid, you don't even know what love means. I still am learning what love means. I feel like when you're young, you toss the word love around so much that little by little it just starts losing its value. And instead of allowing your young teenage life to revolve around dating or boys, there's so much more that you can do. The next thing I would say is spend more time with your mom, or parents, I guess. I grew up with a single mom, and honestly, if there's something that I could get back, is more time living with my mom under the same roof, because now every time I visit her, I'm just like, ugh, I wish I could live with you all over again, and I wish we could do it all over again, because you're my best friend and you're my human, and life is so much better when your mom is there cooking for you and taking care of your doctor's appointments and doing all of that stuff for you. So spend more time with your mom, parents, whatever it may be. The next thing that I would say is take care of your physical health. I'm definitely somebody who actually started working out when I was very young. My mom always worked out and she went to the gym, so I started going with her, and it was all really nice. But I feel like I never really like created a good routine for myself. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I would definitely like tell my younger self to get my shit together and actually learn how to take care of my physique and learn how to take care of my body. I literally lived off of cereal when I was young. Cereal and oatmeal and like cookies and Nutella. So I really wish that I could go back in time and fix all of that, because I feel like living a healthier lifestyle now would be so much easier if I had started to build that foundation when I was younger. On top of that, take care of your emotional health. I feel like as you get older, there are so many things that start to surface. For instance, there are so many people who go through things in their teen years, and then as adults, it all kind of like starts to surface. And I think that as a young adult or as a teen, you, instead of dealing with the issues, you kind of just sweep them under the rug. And I would definitely recommend, I would definitely say, if I could go back in time, say, don't sweep anything under the rug. Just deal with it in that moment. Identify how it makes you feel and identify how you can get through it, because if it's bothering you now, it's going to bother you later. Emotional and mental health are so important, and you don't want to be somebody that says like, oh, I act this way because of so and so. Like, if you feel like that when you are young, it's better to just deal with it then rather than 10 years down the line. Okay, this next thing is very important, so listen up. If it doesn't feel right or you have to lie about it, just don't do it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth lying to your parents. It's not worth getting in trouble. It's not worth doing who knows what you're gonna be doing. Like, it's just not worth it. Just don't do it. If literally you feel it in your freaking soul that it's wrong and that you shouldn't do it, listen to your gut and don't do it. This goes out to my 7th grade self when I was emo and gothic and that freaking, what is it called? That dark eye, that cat eye, whatever it was, smoky eye. Wow, I took it to a whole different level. Do not overdo it on the makeup. Okay, maybe it's different now because I feel like a lot of girls that are younger than me, they are just freaking Picasso when it comes to makeup, but I was terrible at makeup, and honestly, just don't overdo it. Like, you look great natural, so just honestly, like, you have your entire life to put a ton of makeup on your face, and as a young beautiful girl, there's no need to go to school with like 50 pounds of makeup on your face. I mean, this might not be necessarily super important to some people, but I would tell this to my younger self. Do not overdo it on the makeup. In fact, don't even wear makeup because you look good natural, so just chill out. Spend wisely. On top of that, save your money. When I first started working, I did not save any money at all. I had a savings account and I would put money in there like every week that I got paid, and then I would take that money out and spend it. And it's funny because I worked so much as a 16-year-old and I don't even know what I spent that money on. Like, there's nothing like physical that I could tell you right now, like, oh my gosh, I bought this or I bought that. Like, no, it was like clothes that didn't even last me a couple of months. It was random food that was it was freaking Panda Express and 10 frappuccinos a day from Starbucks. It was just little things that like everybody spends money on, which is fine, but my recommendation would be to, 1, save some money. If you put money into your savings account, keep it in your savings account, and 2, just spend wisely. It's better to have a large sum of money and spend it on something that's going to actually last you and is quality, rather than spending a ton of money on stuff that's just trash and is never gonna last you. My last piece of advice is this: find friends that you can be friends with forever. I feel like I have very few friends that I've known for like more than 5 years. I think that there's actually like 2. It's really hard to create true and authentic friendships with people as you get older because everybody has their own stuff that they're dealing with, everybody has their own lives and everything. But if you already have like a built foundation with somebody from a young age, it's so much easier to invest into that relationship and to keep the fire burning, as opposed to constantly trying to light a new one with somebody else, if that makes sense. For instance, I have this best friend that I've been best friends with since middle school, and she lives in a completely different state. We don't talk every day, but when we do talk, it's like we're still like, it's like we're sisters. Like, we still have the same views and we still have the same morals and we still believe the same stuff. I feel like those friendships are the absolute best. I know that it's hard to keep in touch with people, especially after you move or they move or whatever it may be, and you know, you do grow apart, but if you feel like you have somebody in your life that you can be true friends with forever, then those are the people that you need to invest your time into. So those are just a few of the things that I would tell my teenage self. I hope that provided you with some value. I hope that you guys utilize some of those things, because they definitely apply to people that are not teens. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.